We talk all the time about impediments to hunting, but one of the big impediments I see to hunting participation is a place to do it, is access. What Outdoor Life is doing with its open country program is actually doing something about it. And RMEF recognizes the same both problem and potential solution.
We felt that if we always maintained our focus on habitat, we wasn't going to get in trouble. The good Lord only made so much of this earth, and there's only so much habitat, and there's got to be a small portion of it set aside, I think, for wildlife and things that I enjoy. How many guys we got riding?
Morning, Charlie.
Morning.
Charlie, what kind of deer are you after?
A good deer.
No, what is a good deer? Like for a guy like you, like a guy like of your outdoor and hunting stature, like what is a good deer?
190 plus. If you look in a black powder record book, you find number 2. Number uno.
Really?
The biggest deer killed in Nevada. Black powder. And that included rifle that year. 202.
Well, you know, we're gonna do a little hiking. We're gonna see what we can see out in this hell of gumbo badland. Lloyd says there's gonna be rocking and rolling. I think there's gonna be more rolling than rocking. We're gonna go over here and work this set of brakes along here. Last year at this time, I'd seen a good buck in over there, and we just haven't been to that part of the country yet, and the only way you're gonna get there is to hike in and look at it. So we're just gonna go over and check it out. Hopefully it ain't a dry run. Tiny, tiny little 2x3. There's another deer that just went around the bottom too. So I think there's actually more deer in there than we're seeing. You think it's worth going up there? I ain't so sure it ain't worth a hike. I still think there's something bigger behind yet. I think we just need to ease our way up there, and you need some exercise. It actually took me a while to wake up to the fact that, man, I love to hunt and fish, and I like to write. There's a way I can put these two things together. So little by little I did. Started freelancing for Outdoor Life. And now when I see my name at the top of the masthead, well, I'm afraid to say it can't get any better, but I'm not sure it can. You know, hunting to me is, man, it's who I am. I think we're used to thinking about just the ability to be out here hunting as kind of a gift. It's not a gift. I mean, it's not free. I think about those founders of the conservation movement. I mean, they gave us this. So I guess it is a gift in that sense, but it's not free. There could be a real magnet buck in here. There's so much hiding cover and doesn't get much hunting pressure. Just got to find it.
I've been waiting a lot of years to get out with a guy like you.
You got to have a good student. And one of the problems is...
What am I?
You'd have to go to summer school to be a half-wit.
I think Charlie puts on a really good show of being grouchy and grumpy and whatever, but I mean, from a conservation standpoint, he's a pioneer. It's pretty much that simple. Can you teach me how to hunt in 3 years?
No.
No chance.
Not a chance.
See the trail going like this up the skyline? That trail. Got him?
Yeah.
Well, we just spotted a decent buck. At least that buck that kind of puts you right in the 50-yard line of making a decision. I thought I was going to do something good. I found a big buck for you, Charlie. And
He wasn't that big a buck.
I know.
He's pretty spindly.
I can go hunt with any of my 30-year-old buddies any day of the week, but you're not going to get to hunt with a Charlie Decker every single time that you go out. But when you have that chance to be outside with a guy that's had 50 years in the woods, you better embrace it. I don't know how big buck you're looking for, but this buck's a stud. See, here, go ahead and jump in there. Wait on him to pick his head up. He's a nice buck. Deep, mature. don't know how big buck you're looking for, but this buck's a stud,
He's an older deer.
which is good. I mean, he may even be a management buck, which I'm okay with. You know what I mean? Huh? Yeah, we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Charlie has plantar fasciitis, so we're going to do the walking and glassing and kind of keep him mobile whenever he needs to be seriously mobile. Probably 1,000+ yards away right now. The wind's in our favor. We could come at him from the top. He's up over that knob right there.
Just back to the right, to the left.
To the left of it, yeah. Hold on. We got busted. Our deer was bedded right there, and we just were coming up, and I looked up, and there's 3 or 4 does and him just staring at us. So, whatever. It's probably over. Now, this is the 30th year of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and they'll tell you there's a lot of times when it was so close to not happening, even when it was up and functioning, and then something would happen that would give them a little shot in the arm. And now in 30 years, 6 million acres conserved or enhanced, 200,000+ members. Pretty awesome to be here 30 years later and be a part of it.
Maybe we're here.
I guess there's just no way to do it, huh?
Not the amount of daylight we got left.
The first 5 years of the 30 were blood, sweat, and tears time. The uncertainty of whether it was going to fly or work or whatever just was tough. We didn't have a lot of money, so we had to be very selective. The loss of habitat was probably the biggest issue, you know, and as we got into it very early on, after talking to a few people, it became very obvious that in the West, in the elk country in particular, we was losing ground at a rapid pace to subdivision, and we could see that habitat disappearing. And we keyed in on habitat. I think we really early realized that we needed to set aside, or somehow through conservation easement or some vehicle, slow down subdivision in key areas. Today, I'm not bragging, I don't think, but we're one of the leading conservation organizations in the country, which is it's good and neat.
They called us on the way up.
You got to slow down a little bit, you know.
Right.
Yeah, you just back up and take it easy.
If you really listen and you really pay attention, you can really learn a lot from him. I don't know if it's just necessarily hunting stuff that you can learn from him, but you can learn a lot of life stuff from him. I think that's, part of what hunting is about. That's why I enjoy these hunts so much.
When things get serious, you'll see the old man in action.
Just get low. Okay.
Just get low.
Okay.
That's right.
Let's get out of here.
This is where the old whopper buck is living, right in here. I'm feeling I'm feeling a sprained ankle. I'm feeling probably some hip pointer issues, but you know what? No pain, no pain. There are so many individuals out there who have such a passion for access, but they're kind of working in obscurity. What my job is to really shine a spotlight on them and say, this is what we need to be doing to create sportsman access all around the country. That's really the nut of what Open Country is all about. Every month in the magazine, we're promoting some access program. And I think in little ways, once we start to solve that access problem and remove that barrier, I think we're actually going to have a lot more participation. It may not be overnight, but over time, just having a place to go is a huge deal for most American hunters.
We're just going to go on back to the outfit and just kind of work the ridges and see what we see during the evening hunt. About all we can do. I'm gonna do just a little fawn call in case the mama's here with daddy.
It takes a hunter to really be connected to the ground. The direction of the wind, the relative humidity, they know when they're into game, their senses are all open. And I think that's the best gift about hunting, just to any person, any human, is it wakes them up. And to me, that's just, you feel alive anytime you're hunting, at least I do. He's with 3 does. The cool thing is, I mean, we've covered this country hard. We've never seen him before. I'm kind of looking for heavy and tall, and he's wide and light. So he just he didn't fit in the bill for me, at least. He's a cool deer, though. That's a nice end to a great day.
How big is he? Yeah. Oof. Oh, he's an absolute stud.
That you walked over the edge and kill him.
Wow.
Let's go, man.
What a buck.
We're on our way, boys.
I see him right there. There he is. There he is. Straight in the middle of the canyon. I see him right there. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. God dang, we were so close. He was right there.
Where'd my hat go?
I got it. We're gonna have to get you a new hat, Bubba. If we had to do it like a pro hunter segment, like a pro tip, like there's just 30 seconds, it's a tip that you could just give.
Move slow and patient.
Patience.
Patience.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, you could use a lot more.
That's just
a start for
tip
you. The
of the
first thing
iceberg.
you got to do is learn how to dress. Answer me what is the function of a knee pad?
Well, these are the pants that I use when there's like archery season a lot too. Like these are
You hunt on your knees when you're
Well, like
archery hunting?
whenever I got to draw down, like I just drop down and I got a knee pad, I can go right there.
Even an old man can learn something. I just learned something.
Yeah.
But you just don't look that good. This is very fashionable.
Right. And the hat.
I think there's about 42 sets of elk teeth in a quart jar at home. And this hat's been there for every one of them.
I think he's a younger deer. We can see that other one, and I think let's go for him. But it's nice to have this one in the hip pocket. He's definitely the stud of this little valley. But we're going to see if we can see this high, heavy buck that we just have never gotten a good look at. If we can, let's get a good look at him. And if not, maybe we can make a play on this guy. What I appreciate about the Elk Foundation is the big picture. Yeah, there's lots of little pictures, and we all have our own places to hunt, and we kind of are looking at the ground a lot. Here we go again. What the Elk Foundation does, better than any other conservation group, is look at the big picture nationally and even internationally. Elk need big landscapes. If we can help find, protect, enhance those landscapes, we're benefiting every other critter out there. Oh, this part over here, this is just gorgeous. You know, we're mule deer hunting here right now. This is also classic elk country too, and historic elk country. Well, it looks like pretty good country around the corner too.
Yeah, it is. It is. A big Arctic cold front come through, and literally in the matter of about 30 minutes, it went from tan landscape to just white. And the snow's coming down pretty hard, and I just don't know if it's going to give us enough of a break to be able to see. I'd like to kill a buck with Charlie Decker here and be able to have have that picture forever. The guy that is just a huge force in conservation, and I'm not going to get to hunt with a guy like that forever. So killing a deer here with him and being on this hunt with him was something that was pretty important to me, and it didn't work out. Montana is the one state for me that is just, it's like conquering Everest for me. I mean, there's some guys that come here and have tons of luck, and it doesn't matter if I'm deer hunting or if I'm elk hunting or whatever. Like, I really have a hard time in Montana. It's really, really, really tough. And I don't think it's because they don't have game. I just think it's because I have really bad luck. It's chilly. Let's go.
To get any further away from the outfit than we are if it just blows in stronger, you know.
I don't think they're that far away from us, but I think you're right. The wind's being just right toward them.
Yeah.
They're going to get one snuff of us and
they're
head
just
out
going to
again.
keep bumping next range over, next range over.
There he is.
Yeah,
the third one. I'm going to work my way down to the third roof right here.
Okay.
I mean, I think we'll have to be within 100 yards to, you know.
I do too. Work down and see if we can get them back in sight. That snow is just...
That smells like a curtain.
Yep.
So it goes. Now I really want to kill that buck, you know, now when it's like I said, it's personal. But I don't see him. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be spending the night out here.
No.
You know, we didn't kill a deer on this episode. Heck, we didn't even see very many deer on this entire hunt. But I can tell you that I will take away from this hunt, this will be one of my most memorable hunts, not just this season, not last season, but probably my entire life. And the reason for that is because I got to spend time with one of my heroes in Charlie Decker. Charlie is a pioneer in conservation, and the world needs more people like him. Also got to meet a great guy, Andrew McKean from the Outdoor Life magazine, and you know what? That guy is passionate about access. He's passionate about hunters. He's passionate about being outside. And he's just a good guy. And that's what it's about. You're not always going to kill a giant deer or a big bull or catch the biggest fish, but understanding being outside and having camaraderie with new people and friends and learning something from it and taking that back, and more importantly, memories, because we forget every single time I think we're on hunts how important the memories we're making are, because that's the most important thing. It was a great hunt for me, just a great week. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not a member of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, you should be one. Go to rmef.org to find out how. And until next week, I'm Brandon Bates reminding you that hunting is conservation.